So I was explaining about this 126 ports which are present under our E1 STM1 analyzer. As you people can see it, so 126. So here is the framing format which can be selected. Okay. So let's start with some basic applications which I can demonstrate to you. Okay. For example, from the monitoring, I can show you what is the frequency that we will be getting on a particular time slot. Okay. So you can see currently this STM1 is carrying the data from time slot 1 to time slot 15 with different frequencies. So what I will do is I will just transmit a tone of frequency 1004 on a particular E1. Okay. So here you should be able to analyze that particular frequency on the STM1 E1 analyzer. So there I'm sending it on a card 1. So here you should be able to see it on card 1. 1, 2.
Yeah, hold on. So let me clarify here. So here we are broadcasting that particular E1, okay, on all the E1s that we are monitoring here. So you're going to see the same information coming in. So it doesn't matter which E1 that he's picking up here. The same information is presented. So this is for a sort lab that we have set up where we are picking up one E1 and which we are broadcasting on a STM1, and that STM1 we are monitoring here, the both direction of the same E1 there, or STM1 there. So that's why you will be seeing the same information on all the incoming E1s here. But in a practical or in real life situations, you would be getting whatever the port you select, whatever is getting in, you would be able to see that information.
Just try to analyze this ISDN.
So yeah, slow down here. Why don't you explain what you're trying to do here?
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain a protocol analyzer. For example, the ISDN protocol analyzer. I will come again once again. So from the special application of our STM1 E1 analyzer, I'm just opening an ISDN analysis. So this is an ISDN protocol analyzer. Okay, from here I'm going to select a particular time slot.
Can you explain what you're connected to?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and explain how, what is it connected to right now?
Okay, so from two E1s, we are connecting it to our STM1 MUX device, which will be multiplexed and providing us an STM1 as an input to our channelized LS1000 analyzer. Okay, there we receive a STM1 and we will be demultiplexing it and then providing it to our STM1 E1 analyzer, which is nothing but as you are seeing on the screen. Okay. So from one E1 analyzer, I'm going to generate something and will be analyzing on the STM1 E1 analyzer.
Hold on, Bandhan, it's a little bit getting confusing. Okay, I can see that we are switching and flipping the screen here. So let's slow down here. Let's go back now since we introduced that screen there. So that what you're doing on that screen and what is relation to this screen here.
So should I start it from the normal T1?
Yeah, where you are transmitting your T1 there, right? Or E1
Okay,
there.
so
So we have USB-based T1 analyzer, right?
yes,
And we are connecting one of the port of the E1 analyzer with a multiplexer. Is that correct?
exactly.
So one of the E1 port here is connected to the multiplexer. That multiplexer is broadcasting this E1 on all the E1s going out on that particular STM1 there. And we are monitoring that STM1. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so now he is flipping the screen to the STM1, E1 analyzers.
So this is the STM1 E1 analyzer.
Okay.
So here I am going to analyze something which is being transmitted from our normal USB E1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to a special applications and then going to a protocol analysis, from where I'm selecting this ISDN analysis on the STM1 E1 analyzer. So this is how the protocol analyzer looks like. From here I'm going to select a particular time slot on which I want to analyze. So I'm just opening this stream bar interface selection, and on the port 1 I'm going to select this 16th time slot. After this I'm just going to
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going to close this stream bar interface selection window, and then I'm going to start this protocol analyzer. Start real time. I should say yes. Okay, currently I'm not transmitting anything from the E1, so there will be no frames will be captured here. So now I am flipping to my E1, which is normal E1. Okay. From here I have an application which can play back frames, HDLC frames. I'm just opening that application, selecting a time slot. Okay. Clicking on OK. I have to select a file which has to be playback. So from I have a list of playback files, from where I'm going to select a particular file called ISDN ITU. I will set it to a continuous play and then start transmitting this. When I say start, it will start transmitting the frames from this particular file, which will be multiplexed using a MUX device and given as an input to our channelized STM1 analyzer. Then that channelized analyzer is going to demultiplex this received data and then give me individual events. So I'm going to start this particular application on the E1 side. Okay. Now this data will be multiplexed and given to our STM1. From there it will be demultiplexing and capturing it here as an individual E1. As you can see, the data is being captured here. So for making it more clear, I'm going to just build the CDR.
So I think what we are demonstrating here is only one E1 analysis, but you have seen the screen. Multiple E1s simultaneously can be monitored, okay, within this ISDN analyzer. So think about if you have maybe all 128 E1s carrying ISDN then you should be able to monitor everything on this ISDN analyzer here.
Can we show it for 2 now? I mean, if, I can stop this and show it for 2.
That's fine. Continue whatever you're showing here at least, and then if you want to show it, that's fine.
So this is the capability of our protocol analyzer. So I'm just pausing this capture what I'm doing now. So this is the CDR built from the captured data in the protocol analyzer. Say if you want the information related to this particular call, you can just double click and see the complete signaling which has happened on that particular call. You can see the message types here on the ISDN call. The important features we have is we have given an option to select any of the summary columns that you want to analyze. So these features remain same as they are in the normal T1 or E1. So this is the decoding of each frame.
So important thing here is if you're familiar with the T1 E1 analyzer product, okay, all the same capability, same feel and look that is available here also. Is only number of E1s or number of E1s are up to what the standard is going to be, I think. So can you set the stand here? No, I'm asking.
I think it is before.
Okay, sounds good. So yeah, and then if you can illustrate the more ones can be monitored here, let's say.
Yeah, I'm just going to the normal E1 so that I can transmit on multiple E1s, 2 E1s. So here I'm transmitting on one card, so I'm just going to stop this one. So here it's a card 1, so I'm going to add one more card, the card 2, and the time slot 16. Now 2 events to the data which will multiplex and fed into our channelized STM1 analyzer. Okay. So here, before I start this, I have to go and to our STM1 E1 analyzer, and just I will clear the whatever I have captured. I am again repeating the steps of selecting the stream or interface. I can randomly select the time slots because it will be available on the events as they are. So you want to see the selecting 64 event. I am going to analyze the thing from the E1. I'm just going to close this and start the protocol analyzer. Then I'm going to our normal E1, from where I'm going to transmit on 2 different E1 ports. So I'm just going to start this. As I switch on to STM1 T1 bar E1, you can see it is being captured on different devices, nothing but a different ports of E1.
So he selected 3 ports capturing the information. So these 3 ports being a port number 1, 12, and 64. So time slot 16 being analyzed for HDLC and particularly ISDN here. And everything is captured, processed, and presented in real time.
Hello?
Yes. Okay. So I think what else do we have? Any other things to show, or that is pretty much concludes the demo here? Or
Yes, I've shown you some of the basic applications and a few of the protocol analyzers.
right. So yeah, that pretty much concludes the demo here. If anybody have any other questions regarding this GUI or this demo, please can ask the question at this time. Okay, so one question is, can we connect this thing to our network surveillance product? I don't know whether some of you guys are familiar with that. We have a network surveyor product, right, which is a centralized monitoring where we can extract the information here and feed that into the network surveillance. So, Bandhan, what is the capability here regarding that?
Yes, that is possible with this particular application.
Okay.
You can connect it to Net Surveyor and register the records.
Yes.
Probably.
Other question is, can we use the Windows client server applications that many people are using with the T21 analyzer?
Yes, sir. It should be available on this STM1 T1 Bari 1 analyzer.
Okay.
Probably it will be on the application side.
Okay, so the question came, does this product available in USB version?
No, currently it is available only on the PCIe version. So these channelized features are available only on the PCIe version, not on the USB.
I have a question. What is the minimum requirements for PC to install these 7 parts?
Probably it's a Core i7 system with minimum of 8 GB RAM.
So you can see, it's most of the Windows application we have ported for this product here. So Alfredo is asking how many PCI cards can we run into the system. For monitoring purpose, what we have seen is, and then what we have tested is one PCI Express, because as you can see there are massive time slots, massive number of T1E1s that one PC can handle. Okay, so we recommend using a one PCI Express card and monitoring one STM1. I mean, we have seen that you can have install this thing in a single or 1U chassis.
Okay.
And I have one question here with regard to the licensing. How are we handling this?
I mean, yeah, it is a little bit more complex lessons. I mean, complex in the sense it's we are making available whether you want to have a 16 8-port T1E1 or 16-port or 32-port or all T1E1, right? So we are making it fractional T1E1 processing available. And based on that, the optional applications that was available on a T1E1 side also would be priced accordingly.
Okay. I think Shelly has a question there. Yeah, Shelly is asking.
Yeah, so I think question is, can we are we selling the card, or are we permitting user to use in their PC? I think early on we're going to be deploying this thing as a appliance kind of thing there, so we will package it in a appropriate PC and making that available. So it's less chances of customer selecting the wrong hardware.
And from the interface point of view, I think all the 4 ports are LC, if I'm not wrong. LC connectors.
It is based on the it's based on the SFP customer selects, which can be changed, and the SFP have LC or SC.
Okay.
We do carry the both SFPs there, so based on the requirement.
And should we recommend the fiber tap
Normally
along with this?
What we have seen, some customer have fiber tap installed also in their premises. If they have that, then they don't have to install it. Obviously, the installation of fiber tap is a disruptive process, right? So if somebody don't have fiber tap installed, during that installation, there's going to be some disturbance in their connectivity. So what we have seen in most deployment, carrier would have access point, monitor point accessible, and they would be connecting to that place there. But I mean, yes, if it's going to be based on a end user situation.
Okay.
So Jagdish, you're saying in most instances, the customer is already going to have a tap there, right? Either through their line equipment, or they will have already installed one before they turned up service, probably.
Yeah, that is correct. I mean, if it is designed properly, right? I mean, as we know that it carries so many T1E1s, that they like not to disturb it. So wherever they have this access point, normally they would have something available for monitoring on a fiber interface.
Okay. And right.
Okay, so I think is that pretty much what we have to offer, Bandhan? Anything else here?
I think we can conclude this presentation on
Okay, so
channelized side.
Right. Okay, so yeah, we are through with this presentation and as the demo. So Sanjeev, yeah, this is pretty much you can conclude this.
Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you had a good session here, and you have understood the capabilities of the new features, channelized features, what we have implemented in the LightSpeed 1000 product. I'll share this recording sometime after we finish this webinar with everyone, and we'll share the presentation as well, so that you can take a look at it, and if you have any questions, you can just drop a mail to me, and we'll proceed accordingly. The best thing what we would like to know is if any of your customers have contacted you with any of the STM1 or STM4 requirements, any of the channelized requirements, you can just forward it to us, and then we'll see how best we can support this with our new product. Thank you once again for attending this webinar, and we are planning to conduct such webinars almost every month, so that we'll keep you all updated about our all product lines. It'll be good if we can have a more interactive session next time. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye.
Okay.